I don't want you to get hurt.
I don't give a shit. I'm gonna be dead anyway.
On April 6th, 2026, at an RV encampment, a subject in documented mental health crisis, expressing suicidal ideation throughout, produced a handgun and confronted an officer. This is the use of force legal analysis of what the law required at every stage.
Hey, John, the fire department's here if you want to let them do their thing.
They're not here yet.
They're here down there.
Bullshit.
John.
Are they right here? No.
John, they're right here. Can you please step back? I don't want you to get hurt.
I don't give a shit. I'm gonna be dead anyway. Your code enforcement wants to kill me.
Who? John, don't make me have to drag you out of there, please.
You want to do what? You're gonna do what?
I don't want to have to drag.
What?
Stop.
You're gonna
Stop.
do what?
Stop.
You're gonna burn
John.
my fucking truck down.
John, we have the fire department coming over here. Leave that alone. And you come after me like that again, you're gonna fucking get it put on the ground.
Dead. I'm dead anyway. I'm dead anyway.
Radio 1 Edward 25. How far is A2? Can I get priority response? I had John try to come after me when I told him to get away from the fire.
Check that out.
Yes, please. And it's not going to be clear for fire. I need to get John under control first. John, get out of there right now or I'm going to put you in cuffs. Come here now. Come here now.
Go to fucking hell. Go to fucking hell.
Edward 25, shots fired, shots fired. John, get down the fucking ground! John, get down the fucking ground, now!
Oh, it's hard.
Get down the fucking ground! Everybody get down, now!
What did you shoot me with?
Edward 25, do not let fire come in. John pulled out a handgun. He's been shot multiple times. Stay on the fucking ground! Let me see your fucking hands! You understand me?
I understand you.
You move again, I'll fucking kill you!
I understand. Just kill me now.
No!
Kill me now.
You pull out that fucking gun again, I'll fucking kill you. Do you understand me?
I understand you. Code enforcement's gonna kill me anyway.
Do you understand me?
Yes.
What a fucking stupid thing to do. Why would you do that?
I can't hear you.
Why would you do that?
Because you're gonna kill me anyway. Code enforcement wants to kill me. You're gonna kill me anyway. Go ahead, kill me. Go ahead.
Radio 1 Edward
Kill me.
5.
Go ahead.
LE. I'm okay. John's complying on the ground.
Can someone put the fire out? You're not gonna show up.
Radio 1 Edward 5. Can you also start me a union rep, please?
I'm dying.
Can you also start me a union rep, please? Why the fuck would you do that, John?
Can't green.
Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah, green. Right.
Everybody stay back now. You two get the hell out of here. You stay on the ground now. You're going to be a witness to this. Stay down. Both of you, you get over there. Tell them to stay there. 25. I have multiple people coming out of the RVs. How far is my backup?
I'm dying, I'm bleeding.
Radio Edward 25. Fire's still going. If you go in through the first driveway, I'm all the way in the back.
I'm hurting. Ow! Ow! This is the end, Tim. It's all over. It's all over, Tim. Tell everybody to leave where they have a chance.
I'm all the way up that driveway, all the way in the back. If you drive all the way back as far as you can.
I'm dying.
I'm over here! I'm over here! Crossfire's over here! Go more towards your right! He's right here.
I got a rifle. John, can you hear me? His name John?
Yes.
Joe! Joe! Is that this?
Yes.
My right hip.
You got a gun in your right hip?
On my right hip.
Don't reach for anything.
Ow!
Get away from me.
Ow, it's broken! Right there.
Where's he at?
Probably in his hip.
That's it.
You have a knife?
A really small knife in my left front pocket.
I'm gonna secure the gun. You got fire in here, okay?
Yeah, that's the one he pulled on me.
In my left front pocket.
Under Deorle v. Rutherford, 272 F.3d 1272, 9th 2001. Officers who observe recognized crisis indicators bear a heightened duty to employ de-escalation before resorting to force. The Bodycam documents that duty being honored. Repeated verbal attempts, use of the subject's first name, expressed concern for his life, and escalating warnings, all before any force was used. Graham v. Garner, 490 U.S. 386, 1989, governs all use of force. At the moment the subject produced a handgun, all three Graham factors were simultaneously satisfied at their highest level: armed confrontation, immediate mortal threat, and active aggression toward the officer. Tennessee v. Garner, 471 U.S. 1, 1985, authorizes deadly force when the officer has probable cause to believe the subject possesses significant threat of death or serious physical injury. A drawn handgun in close proximity satisfies this standard entirely. The subject's suicidal intent does not reduce the constitutional threat analysis. A handgun is lethal, regardless of the holder's intent to survive. Under Estate of Hill v. Miracle, 853 F.3d 306, 6 2017, the Fourth Amendment does not require officers to accept mortal risk as the accommodation price of a subject's mental health crisis. The threat is legally real. The standard is unchanged. The officer's immediate post-shooting request for union representation is Garrity protected under Garrity v. New Jersey, 385 U.S. 493, 1960. Officers have the right to representation before any compelled post-OIS statement. Requesting it promptly and on camera is protocol compliance, not an admission of wrongdoing. It is one of the most important procedural steps after a use of force incident. The officer receives a B+ POS de-escalation consistent with crisis standards, constitutionally authorized force under Graham and Garner, and immediate union representation are documented strengths. The standard subject grading framework does not apply here. The subject was in acute suicidal crisis. His conduct created a legally recognized deadly threat. The force used was constitutionally justified. But mental health diversion, crisis stabilization, and competency-based review are the appropriate institutional responses to what this Bodycam documents, not the traditional prosecution model. 3 takeaways. First, a suicidal subject who produces a deadly weapon changes the legal calculus entirely. Graham and Garner authorize deadly force the moment an imminent threat exists, regardless of whether the subject intends to survive. The bullet from a suicidal person's gun is equally lethal. Second, documented de-escalation before force is legally protective and ethically required when crisis is apparent. Every verbal attempt on Bodycam, use of name, expression of concern, warning, strengthens the post-OIS record against any excessive force challenge. Third, union representation requested immediately after an OIS, a Garrity-protected right, not admission of wrongdoing. With it promptly, on camera, before any compelled statement is taken. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal top issue would like us to discuss in the comments. Thank you for watching, and check out our second channel, Street Bodycam, for more police interaction and courtroom content.